Hey everybody, it is Saturday night. It is Atop the Fourth Wall plays Mass Effect. Hope you guys are all doing okay. My sleep schedule's all over the place. I'm like half awake right now, and I was having problems getting Mass Effect to run a few minutes ago. Mostly because, long story short, I had to install new drivers for Doom, because I've been playing Doom Eternal. And spoilers, shock of all shock, it's good. Play it. It's fun. It's really easy to get into the mindset of someone who's just, like, punching demons. Ryan Wolfson, favorite non-Steven Universe Cartoon Network shows? None. I don't watch anything else on Cartoon Network. Steven Universe was it.
Not even Gravity Falls?
Nope, basically, Gravity Falls is one of those shows that I've wanted to watch, but basically, everything I do know about it comes from, like, SF Debris' review of the first season.
Oh, yeah.
Connor Johnson, are you guys fans of the band Blondie? I like Heart of Glass.
I like Blondie, one way or another.
Andrew Kind, here we are in the future, and Steven's gone! It's the end of Steven Universe, but of course, no spoilers for those who haven't seen it yet. SKH Speedo Productions, Picard, I didn't cry. Okay, maybe I did, but you can't prove it. Okay, maybe you can prove it, but I won't admit it. Okay, I admit it, but yes, Picard's season finale, also no spoilers there. It was good. The first half of that two-parter, I felt nothing for. Like, there was just something about it that didn't resonate with me at all. Second part, much better.
The first part felt like build-up to the second part, but yeah, even build-up needs its own story, and then they tossed so much of it away.
Second part felt more like Star Trek.
Yeah.
And yes, I know Gravity Falls is Disney. I was making a joke.
I don't even know, because I don't pay that close attention.
I still say Dexter's Laboratory, favorite Cartoon Network series ever.
Vega will have stronger opinions about Cartoon Network stuff because she actually was, like, watching Cartoon Network in its heyday. Like, at best, I would watch Cartoon Network for some anime stuff back when I was much more into anime, like Mobile Suit Gundam and stuff like that. But otherwise...
What is this anime? I don't understand.
The anime is a special kind of live-action series. It's all about, I think, Germans or something. I don't know.
There's something about Thunderbirds.
There might be Thunderbirds. Anyway, Gorn CX, we'll keep an eye out for your super chat. Are we ready? M Cypher, it's Pokemans. No, it is not Pokemans, it's Mass Effect. Do we want to switch over to Mass Effect? I think we do.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's switch over to Mass Effect.
Yeah, for some reason, basically when I had to install Doom, I had to install some new software for it, for AMD, basically some new drivers, and because of the stupid world we live in, we needed to have, I'm turning the volume down a bit, it wants to supplement, much like with Steam and everything else, gotta have something else launch our software. Can't just have the software launch on its own.
Because everyone wants their own launcher. It's stupid.
Yep. Jeremy Adler, speaking of anime stuff, do you have any plans to get back to the Digimon comic in the future? Just wondering. No immediate plans. Probably will eventually. I think they only adapted the Digimon arc. I don't even remember where the hell we were. I think we were on a planet.
Through this level. Yeah.
Let's go shoot some things. I'm gonna have to readjust back to doing stuff in this game.
Well, we already SQ'd Lizbeth.
We SQ'd Lizbeth, I remember that.
We were drunk. We were piloting the Mako. We glitched. There was a ghost.
I always remember piloting the Mako. That's always good.
Other than that, like, I don't know. Also, I may cut out a little bit. It's a thunderstorm tonight.
Oh, fun!
Yep.
Yeah, it is thundering and lightning and very frightening, and the cats are all over the place.
I smell trouble.
Yeah, we had our storms last night.
As for me, I have been watching. I want to wait for you to finish your thing.
That's enough for now.
Going to standby mode.
Okay. I've been watching more Star Trek TOS. I have seen the Corbomite Maneuver, which is now my current favorite episode of TOS so far.
Which is pretty impressive considering
I loved it.
Yeah, it was just pretty impressive considering there's a lot of episodes out there to still watch.
There's a ton of episodes. I mean, it's better than the Naked Time. That's all I know right now. It's like I had a current favorite. Now Naked Time is second, and top is the other.
That was easy.
Docking style. How do we cut the power if it's coming from the ship?
Of course, Rex
It
would
will
like
be
the docking
difficult.
style.
We can check the other claws for weaknesses, but to get our very thorough...
The Corbomite maneuver is just wonderful. It had me going from beginning to end, wondering what was going to happen, and the bluff was fantastic. There were so many really good elements in it, and the finale when you finally meet Balak, it was great reveal. Pio Nepo Museno, good morning from the Philippines. Hope you all doing well physically and mentally during crisis quarantine. We're doing much better now. We're still quarantined though.
Gordon ZX, why is my super chat not showing? Just post it in the regular chat and we'll do that. Unless it's like getting flagged for some reason.
Patrick
And
Caulfield, I wish you didn't have your spoiler warning rule. Damn your reasonable and understandable rules. Also, in your recent episode, you made a reference when Spock mind melded with Prime. What was it?
It was a reference to a thing that happened in Picard.
Oh yeah, that.
And it pissed me off a lot, and people keep making excuses for it, but the fact of the matter is still androids.
I am not going to make an excuse for that, but I'm not going to say any more than that.
Yeah.
Yes, Corbomite Maneuver is an excellent episode, although it's not my favorite from season 1.
yeah, I mean, from what I hear, it's just getting better. But I think the Corbomite maneuver is the first one that I genuinely thought the show was
Get out of my way, Tally.
superb from start to finish. Because there are definitely some problems in some of the early episodes, even the ones that I liked. Like in the Naked Time, the whole reason why they got drunk was because they took off their gloves when they're in quarantine. I'm like, really?
Yeah, they were Naked Time starts because everyone's an idiot.
Yeah, it's a fun episode, but it's an idiot episode.
Yeah. But you know what? That's okay.
That's okay. It's completely fine. But the Corbomite maneuver, everyone was super smart, and the way they handled everything was great. The character development was fantastic. The bluff, they're playing poker, not chess.
7 Seraphim 7. Spock mind melded with machines before. Remember V'ger?
The problem is not that is not that a Vulcan mind melded with machine. It's that a machine mind melded with someone else, with a human. And they implied it worked because they learned it. Because it has nothing to do with telepathic powers or anything like that. You could just learn mind melds.
And no, it did not answer why Time was naked. It also did not answer why there was a man trap. But yeah, I also saw the Menagerie, and the Menagerie is interesting because they basically took the unaired pilot of the show, and they made a clip show of that pilot, and they made a mystery around it, and they made like a lot of stuff with Spock. And I love the Menagerie simply because if you haven't seen The Cage, you don't know what's going on, and especially the stuff with Spock. It's a very interesting hook and mystery. Unfortunately, I have seen it, but even still, it's a great clip show. It's probably one of the earliest clip shows that I've seen, and I think it's a fantastic episode. Probably in my top 5 right now.
How did I die?
Yeah, I was about to say, hold on a second. Did that dead guy just get back up and kill you?
I think it's very nice of you to give that dead woman another chance.
Okay, so there is precedent for it.
Okay, here's my problem. Let me cycle through the weapons here. Okay, I went to pistol. And shotgun.
Yeah,
so apparently I'm not rolling the mouse wheel in the right direction, I guess.
Yeah. If you've already seen The Cage, then the Menagerie probably won't do much for you. But I think for audiences, because they hadn't seen The Cage, then it was great.
Gordon ZX, according to HowLongToBeat.com, Mass Effect main story is 17 hours long, whereas Pokemon Heart Gold is 39 hours long, so I don't think you have to worry about playing the game for 2 years. Well, good.
Oh, that's right. Oh, wait, we haven't gotten that far, T-Scream 80. Yeah, or should I say Zen hasn't gotten that far. But thanks, I forgot about that.
I am currently, I just saw the Menagerie, and I'm a Trekkie now. One thing that I have tweeted out and that I have acknowledged because previously on this stream, I have said that I liked Star Trek 2009 and Into Darkness. Here's the thing now that I've actually gone back and seen enough Trek to know what it's all about, the 2009 and Into Darkness movies are not Trek.
Yep.
Because they are not intellectual, they don't say anything, they're popcorn action flicks. The best comparison is, it's the Fast and the Furious versus like Star Trek, which is intellectual and emotional and thought-provoking.
Yep.
And there's nothing wrong with the Fast and the Furious, probably why I like that type of popcorn action flick. But at the same time, it's not what people signed up for.
Yep. Niajid, thoughts on McFarlane's work on Spidey? I read the Subsidy 2-parter and it was great. P.S. The Mummy Demastered is on sale on Switch. Buy it, it's spectacular.
First Contact was pretty popcorny. I've heard people talk about Deep Space Nine and some of the other movies and stuff like that, and I haven't gotten that far. But this is what I'm seeing from my own watch right now, is that they deviated far too much, especially if they were adapting characters from TOS.
Hang on, Zen. I gotta.
Okay, I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting the damn Medigel's F and not E.
Katrina Jones. My problem is not that Into Darkness whitewashed Khan. My problem is that they basically just ripped off Star Trek 2. Okay, Zen, back to you.
Yeah, they had this movie and they wanted to redo it. And as someone who had never seen it, it got me into Star Trek. Once I've actually seen Star Trek, I see that for the Into Darkness and 2009 are not really Star Trek. So there's that. But I'm working my way slowly through Star Trek. I'm halfway through the first season. I've also been watching Kamen Rider Double, which for those of you who don't know, Kamen Rider Double is a film noir Kamen Rider series. But the thing that really got me today, because I'm watching it for a review, and I'm going to talk more about this later, but there is a cat in the show who's owned by the Sonozaki family, who are the villains, and the cat is evil, and he henshins. The cat named Mick, he's the grumpiest cat I've ever seen, and he transforms and henshins to fight, and he's evil, and it is the best thing ever. And I love it. I love it to death, and I can't wait to actually like script this out. But I wanted to let you all know this, because even if you're not fans of Kamen Rider, there's a cat who henshins. It's great. Also, those Krogans are aggressive.
They are aggressive, and they don't want to die. Like, one of them died and then got back up again. I had to disintegrate them to get back up, to stop them permanently.
Note to self, watch Kamen Rider Double. You should, because Kamen Rider Double is really good so far. I'm only 10 episodes in, but I'm going to give it a pretty positive review thus far.
Waiting for the healing to come back up.
I'll have to ask if you had any Omni Gel.
Masked Rider is the Americanized version of Kamen Rider. You probably know this. I'm saying it for everyone else. But yeah, so also don't forget you have Resurrect Squad as an ability.
Uh-huh.
There we go. You leveled up.
All right. How do I
Are
resurrect
you safe?
Squad? Oh, there we go. Good. I did a great job there.
What is the most bizarre thing you ever watched on Kamen Rider? Okay. In Kamen Rider Double, there's an episode where they fight a cockroach-based villain, and they beat him with hip-hop dancing and a tornado. I'm not going to tell you any more, but that is so far the most bizarre and awesome thing I have seen outside of a cat henching, and that's great.
7 Seraphim 7, Krogans regen health unless hit by fire or warp. That's nice.
That's cheating.
Well, I mean, we can regenerate our own squad, so why the hell not?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I was told to start with Kamen Rider Double because it was probably one of the more easily accessible for new watchers, and so far it is. So I'm working my way through that for that review, and that's gonna be on my channel under Zentoku. But shameless plug time, I just uploaded a new video for Zen Anime. If you've heard of the anime called Food Wars, it is about food and it is awesome. I did a review on it. Go check it out on my channel. Just went up today. End of shameless plug.
I don't have anything to shamelessly plug.
And,
I did Zen's banner there. That's all I got.
Well, one of my banners. I have 2 channels.
Yeah.
He did the gaming channel banner, Zenith Warrior Gaming. And Zenith Warrior Princess is where the new video is going up. And I have nothing else for the next week. I'm just relaxing and watching Kamen Rider.
Patrick Caulfield, I have not seen Hacksaw Ridge.
the Food Wars episode 9, The Rise of Pie Walker. Nice.
All right,
I've heard of Starfish Hitler. I haven't gotten there yet.
Decryption's too low. How do I get Tally to decrypt it?
I doubt anyone's still alive in here. The Geth are very thorough.
Bah. Bah, says I.
I will eventually go back to the Heisei Riders. My plan is to do all the series from W to Zio, then go back to V1 and go from there to the beginning of Double and then go to the modern stuff. I didn't want to start with Decade because Decade is built upon a decade of Kamen Riders, and some of the old Kamen Riders are harder to get into. I figured I'd start with something more accessible.
7 Seraphim 7 says, also Zen, you think you get the dislike for Into Darkness yet? Just wait till you see Star Trek 2.
God!
I would go so far as to say, no, don't wait till you see Star Trek 2. Wait till you see Space Seed. Then you'll get it.
Trench Knife, depending on if you get attached to the character to play ME2, you owe it to yourself to play ME3 and the Citadel DLC. Yeah, the ending is problematic, but the journey to it has a lot of character. What am I supposed to do here? I can't access this storage locker.
Maybe go to the different area of the map.
It's been pretty much a corridor.
I'm going to play Pirate Warriors 4 after I play Pirate Warriors 3. I've only played 1 and 2, and I still haven't played on Unlimited World Red, or I also got the Open World one that I forget the name of. I need to get back to that, but I'm currently playing Remind. I beat Yozora, but guess what? With pro codes, I have to play a 4th version of the game just to complete it. Why do I do this to myself?
Go here.
If you want accessible, Shout TV has all the original Kamen Rider series. I use a specific site that has everything on there. I forget the exact thing. It's something .moe. But the only reason I'm doing that is because it's not available like legally in the US, and I'm only doing that to get the footage for the show. World Seeker is it. I have that. I haven't played it.
Gordon ZX, make sure you upgrade in tactical armor so you equip medium armor.
Also, this is funny. Please, it would be more bizarre if there were 2 clone Starfish Hitlers.
Henrik said, do you think a Star Wars story movie should be about original characters and the like? I feel one could make some interesting stories with that, like horror, mystery, etc. Yeah, you know, I can see that.
Get down! Rex, get out of my frickin' way!
And yes, I've heard good things about Kiva. Is Kiva after Forze and O's, or is that, like, in the past? Like, my experience so far with Kamen Rider is I've seen 2/3 of Gaim, and I liked it, but it was heading a direction I didn't want, so he stopped. And then my current Kamen Rider Double watched.
But back to that comment about a Star Wars story being about original characters and like, I'm in the midst of a rewatch of the original Battlestar Galactica right now. And it just occurs to me, they wasted a perfectly beautiful opportunity to explore the original Cylons. You know, and not the original robot Cylons. I mean the lizard Cylons.
Yep.
And apparently Kiva was before Decade. I'm not going to watch Kiva until I head back to the original Riders. Because unfortunately, like, there's so many crossover Kamen Rider films with each previous one, and you have to know some things. So again, I'm kind of doing the series and the movies from W to Zio, except for the crossover stuff, then going back to the beginning. And so by then I'll know what Kamen Rider is all about. Also, there's a lizard enemy thing.
They shot her.
Richard McPherson, where do I find a common writer in Region 1? I don't want to say on air because I don't want to support piracy. It's very, very hard. There is a legal streaming site for Kamen Rider 1. That's all I'm gonna say for now. The site that I'm using is only so I can get the footage to review it.
It's no harm. One claw and that ship is gone.
David Burge, hey Lewis, enjoying Mass Effect so far. Any major likes or dislikes with the story, characters, gameplay?
I have no complaints whatsoever, other than I'm not great at third-person action.
And the Mako.
I love the Mako. The Mako's great.
Oh yeah, Shout Factory has it and is running it on their channel on Tubi, but it's just Kamen Rider 1, and it's only in sub. If you don't like subtitles, unfortunately, you're gonna have an issue. But that's the thing. Kamen Rider hasn't been in America, and it should be. They tried it with Mass Rider, it didn't work.
Well, there are a lot of reasons why Mass Rider did not work.
Just in case nothing big happens in this episode that comes up with a good title, all I could say is Linkara is best shepherd.
I am the best shepherd.
I think
Linkara is the best German shepherd.
You can shout it down. Linkara sucks.
I was gonna say Starfish Hitler, but we probably can't use that.
I would prefer not to.
Yeah.
I've activated the shuttle bay doors. What now?
They demonetize you for mentioning, that thing.
The human malware?
Yeah.
As Nash puts it.
They have been. Every single time we've mentioned it, the things have been, the streams have been demonetized.
I don't think we've said it yet.
No, we said it out loud in both previous streams.
Well,
and the thing auto detects words.
Have we said it today?
I don't think we've said it today, so I think we're good.
Okay, so we're not going to say it today.
I apologize.
I'll call it human malware.
Human malware is a good way of putting it. No, it's fine.
No.
They were remonetized as soon as I appealed. Because they realized, it's just a Mass Effect stream.
Zen said it.
When?
I asked about the results of the test, and then you said it.
Yeah, but tests can be anything.
Damn it.
I got the results of the test back. It's definitely breast cancer.
The really sad part is that won't get demonetized for you saying that.
Yep.
What
do you mean I'm running really slowly?
It's stupid. I get that they don't want people profiting off of the thing, but it's just like Resident Evil 3 is coming out right now, and nobody can make a Resident Evil review right now.
SK Video Productions theory: Shepard is related to Alan Shepard, NASA.
That's
okay.
Pretty far down the bloodline.
It shouldn't cause too much trouble right now, especially because the way it works is it auto-detects the audio, not the thing.
I got the results of the test back. It's definitely not lupus. I'm watching House.
Runs so like a doofus.
I'm watching House, so I get that joke.
Hey, Greg.
With his sniper rifles. Hey, Greg.
And just because I don't want to feel left out. Hey, Greg.
Hey, has Sonny Jim eaten your grass yet? I heard you were getting ready to attack the lawn.
The original lawnmower man.
I mean, I know he's eating your arm up to, like, the socket, but I don't know if he
looked at it. Triggered a math puzzle. Hit the controls next to the hatch control to set the pressure between 34 and 34, then trigger the hatch to close. Okay, gotta go back again.
Nope, not enough flavor. Damn it.
42,000 is naked now better than naked time. No.
No.
I've heard it's a follow-up, and people keep saying, "Oh, wait till that," or "Wait till Spock's brain." And I have not tried Bravely Default 2's demo yet. I want to, but I'm still in Remind Hell. For those of you who don't know how this pro codes work, you have to beat the game a second time, and each boss that you beat, you put these pro codes on that make the game twice as hard. And in order to get the trophy for that, you have to beat with the maximum amount of rank, and you get scored points and all this other stuff. I've been up to Toy Box, and I'm only rank L, and I need rank A.
Doom has this wonderful thing with cheat codes. Basically, basically cheat codes are a hidden unlockable, just like any weird little treasure things you find, so that you can use them when you replay levels to find more stuff. I found like 3 cheat codes so far, and I think that's amazing.
That's
and of course,
great.
the classic Doom cheat codes like IDDQD and stuff like that. Sebastian Emon, how did you get into space?
When we think about it, the guy
with
who
things,
directed
that's how we
Fast
got
and
into
the Furious-
space. Pressure's normal. Oh, okay. that
When
doesn't
you
work.
when you think about it, it's kind of funny. The guy who directed Fast and the Furious directed one of the Star Trek movies, and so we had Fast and Furious in space before Fast 10.
Which one did he direct?
Justin Long, he directed it Beyond.
Oh, that's right.
Face it, Shepard.
Shepard, you're drunk. Go home.
Okay, it's high pressure. Is that okay?
Justin Lin, not Justin
Lynn,
Long.
sorry.
He was the guy who did Tokyo Drift, and Tokyo Drift is, honestly, I think he's a good director, and you can see it from from that film. It's just the problem is, I feel like the studio wanted a reboot, and the way they did it was not great. I think there was too much studio interference, but Justin Lin is actually a good director.
The field barring the exit will be
Yay,
down.
now we can
Now
deal
go
with
deal
the
with the
story.
Storian
Oh,
creature.
yay.
This was my kind of mission. Kill a bunch of Geth and end things off with a huge...
Oh, Rex.
I like your attitude, Rex.
I hope that ship was full of those Geth bastards.
I repeat, Normandy to shore party. Are you reading? Anyone there? Normandy to shore party. Come on, Commander. Talk to me.
Is that you, Joker? What's going on over there?
We're in lockdown here, Commander. Something happened to the colonists. They're banging on the hull, trying to claw their way inside the ship. They're freaking out.
They can't do any real damage. We're on our way back. Just hold your position.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll just wait right here for you, Commander.
This place will be crawling with Geth in a minute. Keep together and we'll get out of here in one piece.
It's good leadership material right here with her.
Yeah, great.
Lee Hartso. Lewis, what's your favorite change of character in Harley Quinn?
You mean the animated series?
Yeah. I believe that. It doesn't specify.
I don't know. I've only watched bits and pieces of it. Let me get down there.
Pio Nepomuceno, Doomslayer from Doom, and Isabel from Animal Crossing, best BFFs forever.
Hells yeah.
And Richard McPherson, what is Zenith's channel? You can find me at youtube.com/c/Zenith Warrior Princess. Or I also have a gaming channel which has my completionist guides, streams, and other stuff at Zenith Warrior Gaming. It doesn't have a custom URL, but you should be able to find it if you search Zenith Warrior Gaming. Hopefully.
Why doesn't it have a custom URL?
I don't have 100 subscribers on that channel yet. We just hit 25, well, actually 27 on the gaming channel, which is good, but I would like
we got
more
dialogue.
for the custom URL.
Here, I don't think this place is safe.
I need some answers. You knew more about the Thorian than you let on.
I was afraid. I wanted to stop the tests, but they threatened me. Told me I'd be next. When the Geth attacked, I stayed behind to send a message to Colonial Affairs. I tried to tell them where to find the Thorian, but the power cut before I could send the message. I never meant for this to happen.
Where's the Thorian?
The Thorian is underneath Zoo's Hope, but the entrance is blocked. The colonists covered it with the freighter just before the Geth attacked.
But why are the Geth after the Thorian? What could Saren want with it?
Well, it does have unique mind control capabilities. That's what Exogeny was interested in.
Normandy to shore party. Come in.
Yeah, that's my cat, sorry.
Mind control! Why are... Where are we helping the people trying to get mind control capability?
What is it, Joker?
We're getting a lot of Geth comm chatter. Looks like they're headed your way.
Thanks for the heads up, Joker. You heard the man. Let's move out.
I'm coming with you. I might be able to help. Undo the mess I helped create.
Okay, just walk off then, I guess.
Bye. Bye.
Professor Chaos 56. How is it that a Fast and Furious director gave us a more faithful Star Trek movie than Jar Jar Abrams?
Okay, first of all, don't call them that. Secondly, pretty simple, really. It's one thing, the script was a lot better. Two, the Fast and Furious movies, while a lot is I describe them in very much the same way that that Lupa described the Tremor series. They're smart movies that know they're dumb.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The Fast and Furious movies are incredibly stupid movies, but they're incredibly fun, and you care about the characters. So who cares when they're dropping like high-end purple cars out of planes?
It's
more about the spectacle. The spectacle is there, but you care about the soap opera stuff that's going on because the characters are so interesting.
Sir Straw Hat. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go right ahead.
Sir Straw Hat. If this is a subject you don't want to talk about, feel free not to answer. Thoughts on Gotham High?
What is there to say? It's some high school AU comic that they're putting out, like any other Elseworlds. Who cares?
Gordon ZX, can we have a hint of what the 600th episode is going to be?
A comic.
Yeah. Benjamin Hall, mind control to combat the Power Glove. Oh, sweet, we got a Mako.
Well, we knew we were going to have to get back into it to drive back, so that's why I left it here. And also, another thing about Gotham High that actually did interest me, because I only first heard about this because they put out a proper commercial for it. Now, the reason why that's significant to me is, oh my God, they finally realized, hey, why don't we just advertise our comics with like an actual trailer for the comics, as opposed to how Marvel and DC have been doing it. Because I mentioned this in the Cassandra Cain perspective, their YouTube channels are garbage. When they're trying to promote a comic, especially on Marvel's end, it's like 2 minutes of a creator just sitting there going, yeah, this comic is really good because we're doing good work on it and it's awesome, and this guy's pencils are really awesome. And we want to do this interesting story that's interesting. That's it. I don't know what the hell is going on in half of them because they don't actually describe the plot. They don't tell me who the characters are involved in it. The Gotham High one was a 37-second frickin' commercial saying, "Hi, it's Selena Kyle, Bruce Wayne, and Jack Napier in high school. Love triangle. Done. That's all I needed to know. I'm not interested in it, but at least that's something. If someone is interested in that, then they can go and read it." Also, hi Starfire. You can see Starfire in the background there.
Henrik Henriksen, something that entered my mind when thinking about The Last Jedi and how it can feel like a complete story rather than a part.
Sorry, go ahead.
Rather than a part of the trilogy, it's not like ESB, it's more like ROTS of the trilogy.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, whatever. I don't.
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say on that. I don't want to start up that thing again.
Let's not start it up. Yeah.
Mike Manhattan, have you seen Noah Hawley's shows Fargo or Legion on FX? He wrote a Doctor Doom script that would have been interesting to see.
I have not. Woo!
Yeah, welcome back to Space, Jackass.
Woo!
We're gonna be playing around with Mako all day. I lost my train of thought from before the cutscene.
Hey, you know what, Mako? That's all you need to know. That's all.
But oh yeah, you only get a custom URL if you get 100 subscribers, which I don't have on the gaming channel yet. And we're at I think 250 on my main channel right now. But yeah, go check it.
God, I love Space Jackass.
People, go subscribe to Zenith's channel so we can get her a custom URL.
Please and thank you. It just we don't get advertising without a custom URL. People can hardly find it, but also until you get hit 100 or 250, like there are certain milestones. Like until then, YouTube does not promote you.
Cutscene.
That was a great scene.
Hey, I did the subquest.
we did the thing.
Your mom's a light post.
Thank you, Arcalian.
Guess we're sneaking now.
Everyone shut up. Let me think.
What's going on?
You won't get away with this.
Get her out of here!
Get away from her, you son of a bitch!
Lisbeth.
Oh, that's not a reference at all.
Come out where I can see you! All of you!
Bitch, I'm Shepard.
Shepard. Damn it. I knew it was too much to hope the Geth would kill you. I found some interesting facts about you in the exogenic database.
He's a bitch.
I really hate this guy.
Your heroics aren't needed here.
We can talk this out.
Your heroics aren't needed here. Like, you sure?
Understand it's not that easy. Communications are back up. Exogenic wants this place purged.
This is a human colony, Jong. You can't just repurpose us.
It's not just you. There's something here far more valuable than a few colonists.
Are you gonna tell them about the Thorian, or should I? The what?
It's a telepathic life form living under Zoo's hope. It's taking control of the colonists there. Exogeny knew all along.
You won't get away with this, Jong.
So you keep saying, but nobody's gonna miss a few colonists.
You've gone way too far. This ends now.
If that's the way it has to be, heck, come on!
Ha!
Oh, that was easy.
Anyone else want to object?
As if we don't have enough problems. Now we're shooting each other in the back.
It's my fault.
German Shepherd people.
I knew what was going on and I didn't do anything.
Don't you stop. You did good work, and you know it. So what now, Commander? I need to find out why the Geth are after the Thorian. The colonists won't let you near the Thorian. They die first.
I am the law.
It was about as anticlimactic as Raiders of the Lost Ark.
No, that's exactly what this guy deserved. I'm not even gonna. Nope. This is perfectly fine.
I guess he evaporated too, because he ain't there no more.
We have very good guns.
Well,
leaves only the fresh scent of pine.
He is now a luminous being. He is one with the Force, and the Force is with him.
David Smolka, isn't that a little extreme? Hey, he was going to kill us all.
Kill us all.
I tried to be diplomatic and say, hey, there's another way, but he is the one who he was about to pull a gun on me. You all saw it.
7 from 7. Hey, you take that back. I shot him in the chest.
Yeah, Exogeny wants to nuke the site from orbit. So yeah, you know what? I feel no sympathy for this jackass.
It's the only way to be sure.
It's the only way to be sure.
Sounds good. I'll do what I can. Excellent. Thank you so much, Commander.
He's still just standing there.
Oh, okay.
We'll stay out of your way until you clear.
Bridget Lee says you'll fit right in Texas, and I agree.
Mike Manhattan, I think Alex Garland, Ex Machina, Annihilation, Dread 2013, 28 Days Later would make an interesting Star Trek film.
Gordon ZX, I've been waiting to learn about the JSA. Will you do a retrospective on the team after Marvel's Transformers?
Maybe. I've been thinking about doing a JSA one, so I would not be against doing that.
I think the JSA that most people know is a satellite era from Justice League.
That's
and
Justice
Justice
League
Unlimited.
Justice Society is different.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. That was me misreading.
It's all good.
And Bridget Lee, I saw your earlier question. I believe there will be a special stream to commemorate the 600th episode.
There is currently a plan to do that. I just need to figure out what the hell I'm going to do during it other than, regular stream stuff.
I have an idea. You can invite Game Show Reviewer over.
That's a dumb idea.
Yeah, good point.
Terrible idea. You're fired.
Yeah. Everyone hates that guy anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, we have a Zenith for a reason. Gosh.
Exactly. Why do we need Zenith why do we need Game Show Reviewer when we've got Zenith?
Yeah. You know what? I have to wholeheartedly agree.
Woo!
I don't know who this Zenith person is, but
I like the cut of their jib.
Gotta be a million times better.
Wait, Lewis, you gotta equip the grenades. Yeah, problem with that, I don't think we have any grenades.
Jacob Lerma, if you introduce someone into Star Wars, are you going to show them all of them or just ones you like? For me personally, I recommend all 11 movies if they want more of the TV shows.
Should introduce them via the original trilogy. It's the easiest way.
The original trilogy. Well, you can do the original trilogy, but the prequels aren't that bad. Having rewatched them.
I know you watch them. I'm going to be rewatching them, but trust me, I already remember everything I'm going to talk about during prequel month coming up. And trust me, I remember all the stupid and bad stuff with it too.
Well, yeah, Jar Jar's bad, but he's
Jar
a Sith
Jar
Lord.
is the least of the Phantom Menace's problems.
He's a Sith Lord.
I wish.
7 from 7. If you run out of gas grenades to knock out the colonists, you can melee them unconscious without killing them. Well, that's nice to know.
I have a melee mode? I don't think we were able to.
We have a Mako.
Yeah.
Try going to the icon. I'm in the grenades. I put on the thing, but there is no actual grenade, just a launcher. You have 6 grenades right now. Okay, then we're fine. How do we shoot grenades again? I cannot remember. I think we were going to, but I never got around to it.
I think it was select.
Select?
Who cares? Let's just go
select! I'm on a keyboard!
What, you don't know about the select key? It's right next to the any key.
I think the grenade button is G. You know what? We will. Why don't we actually check the settings and see if we have a control for grenades?
I still think it's the select button.
Grenade is R.
Why the heck is grenade R?
I don't know. I didn't program this.
Oh, this is bad. Arya says Linkara is a noob.
Damn right. Woo! I think everyone's just jealous of my awesome driving skills. Woo!
Back to movies though. For those people, there was someone who said they really liked Tokyo Drift. I think it's problematic, but I like most of it. The real one that sucked was Fast and Furious 4. Or
Fast and Furious 4 is great.
Fast and the Furious is boring, and it's a reboot.
It's the one with all the character development.
It's a reboot.
It's the consequences. It's the consequences of their actions.
Better.
It's you know what? Maybe we actually need to recognize that what we did was not great in the long term for us.
Okay, this is good.
But the problem is it sends everyone back to square one.
Anyway, yeah, 4 is actually my favorite.
Classic
really?
Watcher says,
yep.
Classic Watcher says, press
I mean,
R
sure, there
are
more fun Fast and the Furious movies, but the thing is, I enjoy it because of the character development stuff with it.
I just think it sets everyone back to square one because the studio soft rebooted it, but it doesn't make sense, and I found a lot of it boring. Especially the stupidest thing though was them crossing the friggin' border. That scene was just no.
What? You mean there isn't just a tiny car-shaped hole in the middle of the desert? In the border? Commander Grizzly, if you spare Shiala after defeating Thorin, you get War Asset in Mass Effect 3. That's cool. I don't know if we ever are going to get to Mass Effect 3, so... Jeffrey Brandsetter, hope you're doing well during this quarantine. Ah, damn it, we said it!
No, you said quarantine. You didn't say the name of the human malware.
Hope you're doing well during this quarantine and have fun being a captain of Comicron 3. I shall. Mike Manhattan, what do you think Grant Morrison's idea would be to stopping the would probably involve drugs and shaving our heads? I don't know.
But here's the thing. 5 is when I started liking them again, because Too Fast, Too Furious is my favorite of the original films, and I think they started going downhill, but 5 was when they were fun again.
Why did they not call it Fast and the Furious?
It should be Fast and the Furious.
It should be Fast and the Furious.
It should have been Fast and the Furious. In Tokyo Drift should have been 3 Fast, 4 Furious.
Woo!
They at least should have had a number in there.
I don't think that whole thing started until...
No, Too Fast, Too Furious was the first one that had the number scheme. And they just started, okay, like the next 2 movies, like Fast and Furious, which is the 4th film in the franchise.
Okay, I like that. I like alternate title, Too Fast and Furious for You.
Like, if you're going into the DVD store, it's very hard to pick apart the original film from Fast 4, and that's not how it should be.
Sir Straw Hat says, "You blew up the Jeep? Oh man, Lopez is gonna be pissed." And Patrick Caulfield,
Woo!
watched Cyborg's origin ep, and man, the reasoning for Cyborg being on the Justice League sucks. Your reasoning why it should have been Jon Stewart was on point. John needs more love.
Jon Stewart is awesome. Jon Stewart is one of my favorite characters. He's my favorite Lantern. And how do I feel on Fast and Furious post Walker's death? I love it. I think the only film post like Fast 5 forward, the films are amazing. I think it was 8 was the first one that was like during the death and that suffered, but no, not 8. It was 7. 7 suffered because that was the one that he died during filmmaking, and I don't fault the film for that, but it is a little bit less for it. And then the post his death, like the film's been great. I love Hobbs and Shaw. I love what they're doing with the franchise.
I love how they're undoing Han's death just so we can make sure that what's his face, Jason Statham could be a good guy, because otherwise there was no way in hell we'd let him join the crew if with Han's death on his.
We saw him die.
I know, right? It's why I'm mad that we're not gonna know what happened. Anyway, I think we killed the Thorian, guys. Good job.
All right, done.
Good job, guys.
That name again. Pio says, a question for everybody here: Empire Strikes Back or Wrath of Khan? That's too hard.
I haven't
Wrath
seen
of Khan for me.
Wrath of Khan, and I prefer Return of the Jedi.
Well, here's the problem. Those are like my 2 favorites right there. You know, Wrath of Khan and Empire. So
I feel like Jedi has more to it. I get that people don't like the Ewoks, but I love them, and I love what they did with the 3-act structure. Luke's father reveal was perfect, though. I will give him that.
That's a lot of creepers.
You mean husks? Oh no, they're Thorian creeper. Never mind. I'm bad.
Let me get back in my thing. I'll run them all down.
Sorry, we can't.
Standing there right now, so.
Linkara, we can't. The press.
Whenever we can't do something, the press is always the answer.
Oh, okay. So, after pondering it for quite a bit, because, you know, I've had a lot of pondering time, you know, in human malware, human quarantine, I have come to a decision that my favorite film composer of all time is Alan Silvestri.
I have come to the conclusion that I do not have enough booze, and the liquor stores should be an essential business.
They are down here. I'm not kidding. I read the Texas order, and they are.
That one just exploded on his own. Nice.
Henriksen. Moving on, ever played or seen Spider-Man Web of Shadows? I feel the story in it is more interesting take on the idea from Planet of the Symbiotes. I haven't played it myself, but I've heard about it.
Yes, Silvestri is just the best. I've been listening to so much of his music lately, you know, and it's like John Williams is good. John Williams is a very close second, but you know who shares that spot with him is James Horner. Rest in peace.
Nobuo Uematsu.
Why are the grenades not doing anything?
Well, clearly you're not grenading enough.
I just threw like 2 grenades at them and nothing's happening.
I'm on it.
We're friendly! We're friendly!
Have I seen any of the
I hit R!
I've only seen 2 of the Michael Bay Transformers movies. I liked the first one.
Manual
it was
detonation.
the least bad.
That is so stupid! We went all the way back here, criminy. Manual detonation. Who does that with a grenade?
Yeah, the other thing is Justin Lin pulled the same thing with Letty, and I didn't like it then until she came back, and it was good character development, but I did not like Fast Forward because they killed off Letty.
Actually, yeah, the whole thing with the grenade is kind of dumb.
It's a grenade!
Michael Genesino, I think that's how you pronounce it, is really good too. I'm sorry, I do not like Hans Zimmer.
Hans Zimmer at first is someone I liked, but then you realize he makes the same song over and over.
Dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
Woo!
My biggest problem is that you know, basically every one of his soundtracks is like whole notes, and that's it.
Also, Sebastian Iman, KSD1 does not want us to reference that joke anymore, so I will not be reading that, unfortunately.
Yep.
Was that Jim?
Yeah, in case you didn't know, he hates that joke, and the overuse of it is really not a thing. There's a reason why it's not in A Voice from the Dark.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so there's Jim. Booze is essential because addicts who are weaning themselves off can die from withdrawal. Related to Malware's name in Latin for crown, so Crown Royal feel appropriate.
Yeah, and I mean, I definitely appreciate that. Booze is good, but also, I like wine. Wine is good.
Woo!
Lewis, you're on fire and covered in
Yes,
bees.
I am, aren't I?
Oh, one thing I didn't tell you from my Pokemon playthrough, we caught a Weedle, and we named it Bees My God.
Nice. Sebastian Iman, oh my bad. Apologies to KSD1. No problem. Gorn ZX, we will read a super chat in a minute. Your maker's about to die. Yeah, I know. It's fixed. We're fixing it. Woo!
And every time
the spare tire!
Every time we hear that the Justice League founders are white people, my response is, why can't Martian Manhunter change shapeshift into a black guy?
Which is what they did in Supergirl.
I mean, there was a period where he did shift into a black guy. I think it was during JLU where he was hiding. There was a period where John Jones was just like, I'm done with this, and went into hiding and had a regular life.
He does that every few years.
Yeah, and then he was a black guy.
Blah, blah. Blah.
Henrik Henriksen, which JL or JLU episodes are your favorite? My personal favorite was the one where they went to the comic book universe where they were fictional.
What about the nerve grenades?
I pressed the wrong thing, damn it.
We could potentially incapacitate the colonists.
Alright, try not to tag the colonists, but we have to get through no matter what.
As you would have it, Commander
You have
Shepard.
to play different now? Darn.
I'm just trying to skip through the damn dialogue box. Oh, well.
Yeah. What about you, Lewis? JLU episodes?
I don't know. The problem is you guys asked me to think of... I don't really have my favorites of any particular series just in my head at any given time. I activated the... Why can't I just select the shotgun?
Because the shotgun doesn't like you. They don't like you either.
And that's your only reference to that series tonight, right?
I have been very good tonight about not referencing that series. I'm not the one running up the first.
Yeah, fair point.
Anyway, no, I don't really. The thing is, anytime you guys try to ask me my favorite on a long series of things, I don't have a lot of this stuff in my head just thinking about, oh man, my favorite this and this. Like, I have a post-it note of my favorite episodes of any particular series. I have to give it some thought, and it is not conducive for me to think about that while I'm trying to shoot stuff. Oh, it's the F1, F2, F3. That is dumb.
Patrick Caulfield says, what superpowers would you three want that aren't super strength, speed, flight, or psychic based? Me personally, I'd go with rubber powers. Tried copy-pasting this after payment, but it didn't work. Oh, okay.
Anyway, I'm trying to think of my favorite JLU episodes, and like, probably anything with Darkseid. Those were always good episodes.
The
Get out of the damn Mako.
The World of Cardboard speech is probably the best part.
7 Seraphim 7, you can just select the shotgun. It's F2.
I know. I read that off already.
Oh.
I want to limit out.
Jacob Lerma's still waiting on yours, and
there.
What superpower would I want that's not all the above?
I would like the power to steal 2 other powers at a weaker rate.
Okay, I can't do speed, flight. Okay, teleportation.
Telekinesis.
Hey, Jess.
That's technically psychic, I think. Hey, Jess.
It's a versatile power, though. It still gets you a lot of. Did he say was the question like not wanting any psychic abilities?
Yeah. Yeah.
He said like aside from like the
no super strength, speed, flight, or psychic based.
See, I think flight would just be fun. Honestly,
you just ran off a bunch of the popular things. At that point, it's just like, I don't know, arm fall off boys power.
Well, that's the thing. I went back and double checked the list just to make sure I could list off teleportation.
I just want flight because I love Dragon Ball Z, and I feel like that's a power that would be fun to have.
Jacob Lerman says, so your guys' thought on Palpatine's son being cloned? For me, I am okay with it, but I will miss the memes. Okay.
I love Papa Palpatine.
Sir Straw Hat, I still can't believe the guy who voiced Superman is the same guy who voiced...
Sephiroth?
Sephiroth, yeah.
Lance Bass? And I know that's a different Sephiroth, but Lance Bass voiced in Kingdom Hearts. Sebastian Emond, teleportation for me, or empathic mimicry. And for those who don't know, Lance Bass was in, I think, NSYNC. And he voiced Sephiroth.
SKH Video Productions, follow the great words of Piccolo. Dodge!
I'm dodging, you see, I'm not dead.
Ooh, time travel, that's a good one.
Time travel is an interesting power.
Time travel would be good, but having listened to oh god, what's the name of the show? I'm blanking on the name. Glove and Boots. Having watched enough Glove and Boots, time travel would not be good for anybody.
Why is that?
Glove and Boots is a show about puppets, and they do sketch humor. And Glove and Boots did a thing about time travel. And so if you're going to the future, you get future diseases and die. If you go to the past, you're going to make everyone sick because you have diseases that they're not exposed to.
Well, that's looking on the bright side.
Every party needs a pooper, that's why invited
you, party pooper.
Alright, people said I should add a tactical armor so I can actually wear medium armor, so I'll do that.
Glove and Boots is the best. But yeah, like...
Basic armor will increase.
That, I mean, it could be multiverse theory, but, you never know.
Okay, apparently I can't go anywhere over here. So I don't think I can.
You could become your own grandpa. Pio Nepomuceno, thoughts on the Jessica Cruz Green Lantern? One of my favorites aside from Guy Gardner and Jon Stewart.
She's great.
Ara, there's no reason to...
that is no way to speak. You get a warning.
What happened?
Someone was telling you to just play the game.
Nope.
In a very we're paraphrasing here.
My stream, I play the way I want. You want to do it? You want to watch a playthrough stream? It's not here. Besides, I am just playing. See? I just killed a bunch of Geth. Because I'm awesome. Also, I'm going to open up a water valve for some reason.
Sweet.
My favorite glove and boots is they talk about like everything needs an update, and they're like, oh, what's going on with the thing? Oh, our audio needs to update, and the sound goes, and then they need to update the screensaver, and then they're like, fine, I'm going outside. The outdoors needs to update, and they have a fridge, and they installed a smart fridge, and it needs to update. Everything needs to update when you need to use it.
Yeah, here's the thing. This is not a playthrough stream. We are watching Linkara play a stream and making fun of him doing it.
I think people misinterpret or misunderstand what this is. If you want to watch a story Let's Play, you can go watch a Let's Play. This is Lewis. People voted for this game, and so he's playing his way through it. It's a personality stream rather than a story.
I am German Shepherd, and I like to drive the Mako. That's the thing I support. Whatever Citadel store or lets me buy new Makos, that is what we're all about here.
Hold on. Ranchu Ben, you would have the ability just to bring back alive Triceratops just for no reason. I have a question. Would it be the same Triceratops every time?
Arya Lewis is Linkara.
Watch this. I'll do you one better. Why is Lewis?
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's the best one. There you go.
I already opened up the water valve because I have to do that again.
Sir Straw Hat says, you mentioned that you have a Steam account. What's your username if you don't mind me asking?
Linkara462. I'm not going to add you, though. I don't really add... I used to do that with everybody, but the thing is, I don't really care what other people are playing. I don't really pay that much attention to it, so... You can add me, but I don't know what the point is other than seeing, oh, Lewis is playing Doom Eternal right now.
Gordon ZX, what is your favorite JSA run and JSA character?
I like the Jeff Johns and James Robinson run. Well, more of the Jeff Johns stuff in from the early 2000s.
You had to reference that little post-it note by your screen, right?
See, now that was a little bit easier because there's a limited amount of stuff I've read on it, so it's a much smaller list. That might change, actually, if I do a retrospective on JSA and I have to read the full history of the team.
Captain Adventure 1993. Is Amazon's Attack a event comic or a tie-in?
It's Amazon's Attack is an event comic because it had tie-in issues.
But it's only, what, 4 issues? How does a 4-issue comic have tie-ins?
Amazon's Attack didn't have it was 6 issues.
Oh, 6 issues. Okay, never mind.
They're saying you don't have to do the water thing if you don't want to.
Okay. Geth Destroyer. I love that.
Patrick Caulfield, for Zen and Game Show Reviewer, not counting Marvel and DC, what series, in your opinion, has the most creative powers? Didn't know if Lewis would be able to answer it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna be real with you here. I don't read comics anymore. I don't have time.
It turns out like characters with like creative powers, probably Legion of Superheroes, actually.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm pretty much with Zen. I'm not, big. I'm not a huge comic.
Yes, don't get the water. Kill them all.
I have a
Wait a second. Stop. Are you saying that I can, like, not kill people if I do the water? I'm asking the chat here on this one.
Oh, I think they're just saying don't do the water thing, just do the run and gun thing.
Which I'm happy to do the run and gun thing, but if there's an easier solution, I'm all for the easier solution.
Yeah.
I fully believe in solving our problems smartly and easierly. Easier. Okay, that's our stream title right there. Easierly.
Easierly. We have to do it easierly. Very nice. But yeah, like I have a whole bin of comics that I just don't have time to read. I had time when I was a teenager, and I did read a lot of comics, especially when I first started Lewis's show. But I just don't have time anymore. I watch anime, but only when I have to review it. So if you have to ask me what thing has the most things, I probably won't be able to answer.
K.S. Lewis. Bullet is smartest solution. I've never seen anyone outsmart Bullet. You know, that's a good point. I like the attitude there. No one can outsmart a Bullet.
Michael Rhett asks, "Hey Lewis, are we going to see a Combine Harvester moment in the future? We haven't seen Linkara have a Combine Harvester montage in the new outfit yet."
Oh, good point. I'll try to think of like what I could do for that. I don't think I have anything that insane coming up in the near future, but I'll think about that. Like even the 600th episode is a really terrible comic, but I don't think it's insanity-inducing kind.
Bridget Lee asks, "Donde están, Lewis?"
Which one is better, Infinite Crisis or Infinity War?
Infinite Crisis.
Gordon ZX, hey, then what is your favorite JSA character?
Well, while we got a second here to think, probably Power Girl or Mr. Terrific.
I really like Martian Manhunter.
JSA. Justice
fired.
Society. Golden Age characters, man. Zenith.
I don't know JSA.
Gordon ZX, so what is your favorite JSA character? That's it.
Yeah.
Have you seen Clone Wars? I have seen bits and pieces. I'm not that interested in it. Lewis, are you going to be covering Heroes in Crisis? Yeah, I mean, some people have gotten Event Comics Month 3 wrong, like in terms of what I'm doing. I'm just sitting here waiting to regenerate health. But Heroes in Crisis overwhelmingly won the vote. It's going to be the last thing we cover for Event Comics Month. Arya Sadegi, Lewis, who is your favorite Robin? Tim Drake or Stephanie Brown? Dr. Midnight's also high up there.
Bridget Lee, yes, we are doing a 600th episode special stream.
Ow!
Although I'm not sure I'm invited anymore, you know, based on previous conversations, but...
I think we're all fired considering I can't read GSA. I keep misreading things and don't know anything about comics.
Oh,
it's okay. I fired everybody. I fire you guys like weekly.
Oh, goody! I was about to say, good. If Zen's fired, that means I'm rehired because the whole reason I was fired because Zen exists.
Exactly. When is Event Comics Month 3? July.
And we're just interns anyway.
That's true.
What'd I say about dodging? You know. Yeah, Heroes in Crisis overwhelmingly won. Like, I talked last year about how Infinite Crisis, everybody wanted me to cover that. But overwhelmingly, even more votes, Heroes in Crisis won out.
Lewis is the president of AT4W. We're just employees, temporarily each week.
I only play the president of the United States on Lewis's show, so. Sorry to break that illusion, but
who is Alan Moore?
Alan Moore is a writer who made Watchmen and a few other comics, V for Vendetta, Tom Strong.
Then my favorite adaptation movie was Watchmen because I like V for Vendetta, but it has problems, and League. No.
Don't you mean we're independent contractors? No, because if we were contractors, then he wouldn't be able to fire us.
It's Vega, not Vega. There's an I. Vega's in Street Fighter. With his claw.
Oh, thank you, Michael. I'm sorry you're going to have to spend your birthday in quarantine. Yeah, I know. I'm probably going to have to as well. I mean, my birthday's at the end of April, but still.
My birthday's in July, and I'm hoping I don't have to be in quarantine for my birthday, but, you know.
It sucked, but you know what? I'll bite the bullet and I'll get my steak dinner via takeout.
Well, you should bite the bullet because, as we've understood, bullets are the smartest thing.
Exactly.
This is true. They are unable to be outsmarted. You've got a point.
Yeah, and don't try to make a smarter bullet. That's how you end up with ultimates.
Yep.
Or that movie. I forgot the name of that movie that actually had a smart bullet, or maybe it was a smart gun. I don't know. What was I talking about? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just waiting to heal up because the Krogans do a lot of damage.
I don't even know what we're talking about anymore. I'm still hung up on a cat that knows how to henshin.
I mean, if you were a cat, wouldn't you want to transform?
Yeah, but he's the grumpiest friggin' cat. I love it. And I need to do something with this. I need to make Kana henshin or something.
Okay, am I supposed to destroy this?
Maybe.
See, it's a transmitter tower. I'll ask the chat. Am I supposed to destroy this?
Should we destroy it? Is that the Doomsday device?
Jacob Lerma, Zen, favorite Sonic game? Yes, shoot it.
My favorite Sonic game is Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, but that's because it was like the first one that I owned.
Well, it's a Geth transmitter.
Yeah, okay.
It said at the bottom. I didn't see it said Geth transmitter. Did you answer?
No, I had one more thing to say. That's only because it's like the first one I played. Eventually, I'm going to review all the Sonic games, but thus far, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle and Henrik Henriksen, what are your opinions on Transformers Beast Machines?
See, now, and it says take your time with answering it. Now, that one's a more interesting question, because I do think about Beast Machines sometimes. And that's a sad one for me to talk about, if only because I liked it back in the day, because I just liked the continuing story. Now, as I've gotten older, I recognize all the problems it had, and all the issues with it, and just, like, tonal whiplash from Beast Wars. But when you're a teenager, you don't think about that. You think, oh man, the character's still around, and now it's more serious and cool. But yeah, it's one of those things where, like, you didn't think about at the time about how, wow, this does not feel like these characters anymore. So I have a special place in my heart for it just because of the nostalgic feelings it brings about, but it has a lot of problems.
And no, my cat is not the grumpy cat. The grumpy cat was the evil henshin cat.
I got assault. Damn it! I was gonna put 3 of those into tactical armor, and I put it in assault training instead.
Oops.
There we go. I got to do it. Beautiful.
And tactical armor and save.
I gotta. Who else? What else am I gonna put in? I want a Spectre training. What was the one that I need to do in order to get better hacking? We'll do Vanguard. I'll assume that works.
Hey, Chibi.
Combat armor. We'll up his. He can equip heavy armor now. Good.
Yes, I'm talking about
assault rifles.
Yes, STSP-8. Mick, the Smilodon Dopant, is the best thing ever, and I loved him from the moment he appeared on screen.
Professor Chaos 56, can we get a burning for Heroes in Crisis? By the time you get to it, we will not have had a burning in over 300 episodes.
Maybe. Jacob Lerma, thoughts on Cinema Wins? Cinema Wins is great. Unlike Cinema Sins, it actually goes into it focuses mostly on the positive elements, which is fun. But Cinema Wins is also a lot more film literate. So they'll talk about what works and what doesn't work, even about a thing that they give a lot of praise for. They talked about this with Solo, I think, in particular, how there was a lot of stuff they liked about it, but they also get down to brass tacks. This movie feels weird and it doesn't quite work, but there's still a lot to enjoy about it.
T-Scream 80, Beast Machines inferior, Beast Wars superior.
That is true.
Starscream's superior.
That is what they were referencing, Zen.
Right, thoughts on Sonic Underground? I haven't seen it aside from the trailer. They have a guitar. Why does Sonic have a guitar? I don't know.
Is that Sonic Underground?
Yeah, they asked me my thoughts on Sonic Underground. I've only seen the trailer and no.
Yeah, I've heard that there's just a long history of like there was a lot of management interference kind of things.
Oh, they wanted to make it.
And you're basically like the higher ups screwing it up, and that's why it ended up the way it did.
Okay. And I think there was an...
Whoa, that sucks.
Oh man, Tally and Rex, it'd be really bad if we hadn't seen some kind of cutscene to indicate something was gonna jump on top of us. Oh no, there was something that was gonna jump on top of us.
At least it's not the Borg.
When did the Borg shoot?
I haven't, like, for the record, I have not seen any Sonic cartoon, and on my schedule, I'm going to be reviewing the Sonic cartoons around the same time as games.
Ugh.
I can tell you when, but I've actually played more Sonic games than I've seen the Sonic show.
The Varan falls dead, riddled with slugs. This must be the alpha male, the pack leader of these feral scavengers. I thought for a second it meant that it was like covered in like actual like slugs.
Sir Strawhead asked, what was the rant on the telepathic androids in your last review about? I think we already talked about that.
Yeah, it's a thing from Picard.
And let's see, what I would like to be a voice actress that has been Hotel, but I'm not experienced enough. I haven't played Sonic 06 and 7 Server from 7. Found out work is paying me for sitting at home sharing the love. Sure, watching you ignore things in the game can make me wince, but really it's just great being here with all of you. Thank you again.
No problem.
We're glad to have you.
I'm glad your work is paying you for the time off.
I am not getting paid. I have had no pay for the last month and a half, so yeah.
The old disabled vehicle is more willing to part with its still functioning power cell than one would expect. As opposed to what? Do we expect the vehicle to, like, you know, put up a fight, object to us? How dare you, sir?
How
dare you, madam? Take my power cells. A pox on your house.
I haven't seen Kamen Rider 01. I've only seen most of Gaim, and I'm watching double for review.
This way. Go this way. I'm trying to figure out where the way out of here is.
There is no way out of here. It'll be dark soon. There is no way out of here.
Is it sentient? No, but for some reason the game has apparently become it.
I wish I could be working. I was supposed to start a job about a month ago, and I got sick, and the quarantine happened, and then I found out that I'm going to have 2 extra weeks where I'm not working, and they're putting a hiring freeze, so they're putting me in a new job, and it's a whole mess.
For the chat, just FYI, try not to do in all caps, chat, please.
Is that all of them?
I'm okay. Fun fact, a group of Sonic fans are trying to do SAT AM Season 3. Oh, that's interesting.
Nice. Interesting. Cool.
Patrick Caulfield. Lewis, of the characters on your show, who are the most fun to write about? Have you ever thought of doing a top 15 fan favorite reviews, or is the top 15 just supposed to be self-indulgent?
The top 15 is usually self-indulgent, but I think I've done like a top 15 fan favorite episodes thing back when I did the 300th stream, so that might be different. The problem being that I need to host a poll, and that's much harder than you would think. Especially when I have over 600, when I have like 600 episodes of the show. In terms of character who's fun to write about, I love doing Moarte. If I could do Moarte for the rest of my life, I would never stop.
Yeah, you would, when you lose your voice.
I mean,
and run out of makeup.
I drink lots of water.
I mean, it does get hot with all that makeup, and you know.
It does, but like if I had like professional makeup people handling it, that would work. Vega does a great job nowadays putting on the makeup. It used to be like a lot more blotchy. You can tell on videos.
Well, it's all a work in progress. I mean, if you look at my current puppet scheme, it's nothing compared to the ones that I recently commissioned. We all grow and change.
Why are they stuck there?
Because the AI is dumb.
Okay, how do I get them to rally?
Arya, turn off the all caps. This is your last warning.
Yeah, I know, Arya, I know you want me to answer your questions, but bear in mind, there's a reason why the super chat thing is chat is the priority. And they're not rallying. Okay, I'll hope they'll just teleport to me later.
Oh, the day never comes when Lewis loses his voice. He sacrificed his voice for a couple episodes.
The 500th episode, I was sick and I would not get better. I gave myself 2 weeks of additional time, knowing that I would need all that time to put together the 500th episode, and
he got sick.
And I got sick and I wouldn't recover. Like, it was only even you could still hear it a little bit in the episode right afterwards. It took me that long to get over that sickness. Lewis, quick save more. I'm saving!
I'm saving. You people with your CD players and your...
How dare you give me good advice?
Your backseat gaming and your shady players and your questions about the 600 episodes. Back in my day, we didn't ask people how to play the game.
See, they teleported right into the elevator.
Oh, good.
Weren't we already here?
Henrik Henriksen, a warning. If you don't know about Sonic Underground, Sonic and his siblings are all voiced by the same person, except for when they're singing. Okay, also, it's the only bit of Sonic media where Sonic is of royal blood. Wait, Sonic's royal. He has a guitar.
He's a royal rocker. So we backtracked by accident.
Is this a show about Prince? Because I could buy it being about Prince, but... What?
I'm hearing growling, and that's probably not a good sign.
Yeah.
Michael Rat, we're waiting for the world to start to get back to normal before continuing on with the storyline.
With the Contest of Champions. Unfortunately, unfortunately, Heavy Rex and his T-Rex blood could be contagious, so we're postponing for now.
Yeah, I can't have Noel over to film the last contest segment with him. You're better now, except you're poisoned, so...
Good luck with that, Tally. This is why we have Garrick, or whatever his name was. the Nihilist guy. Bill Nye, the Nihilist guy.
Bill Nye, the Nihilist guy. See, I'm glad I still have enemies I can shoot.
It's not so much that the Contest of Champions is not happening, it's just delayed due to circumstances beyond anyone's control.
Sir Straw Hat, my email is currently for business purposes only and for YouTube, if only because I'm trying to keep work and other stuff separate. I will talk to you on Twitter. I don't mind doing that, but if it gets too much, I need to step away. Because while I'm in the smaller amount of people interacting with me, it does get overwhelming.
No! How did that even happen?
They're zombies. It happened fast.
Good answer.
Critical mission failure. Did I kill someone?
Yeah, you died.
Garrus Vicarian, yep. But yeah, it just gets overwhelming when a bunch of people who are fans want to interact with me off stream, and I love you guys, I really do, but I barely have free time as it is. Garrett's the Raptor dude.
There's one thing I personally can't wait for the lockdown to end, because I've been thinking, while watching all these while watching YouTube videos and such, during the lockdown, there's a video project I'd like to take on, and it has nothing to do with Game Show Reviewer, interestingly enough.
Spines don't work that way, says SKHS Video Productions.
Pretty sure they do. If comic books have taught me anything, it's that spines totally work like that.
Give the Zen her space, preferably not the dead kind. I have played Dead Space.
Don't play Dead Space 3. Don't make my mistake.
Hey, so question. Is anyone aware of an animated version of the 1938 broadcast of War of the Worlds?
I am not.
Damn. Because I was listening to it and I was just thinking, man, I'd love to see this animated. Professor Chaos 56, remember when the Sleepwalker was going to be the storyline that took the longest to finish?
And this was just supposed to be a fun storyline that would be like relatively quick.
And yet it's been interrupted twice now. I blame the zombie chef.
I blame everything else that keeps happening. Like, some things require timing, to be timed accurately. So I can't just, abandon it. Like, the 10th anniversary had to happen. I'm not going to have the 10th anniversary after the 10th anniversary.
Yeah, you weren't going to pull a Treehouse of Horror.
Yeah.
It's difficult, especially getting everyone over to film. I know it's hard. Like, hell, I have a bunch of cameos I'm waiting on for the Lego movie, which, I have voice actors to voice the cats. I need their lines. I need, even when you're not doing live action, you need other people, and it takes time to get this stuff done.
Especially when you have other people over at your place, and you need to get them, and you need to, get your place nice and looking good before they actually show up and stuff. Jeremy Adler, what's happening in universe for the Contest of Champions? Is the human malware stopping things there too? No. Again, as we said in the very first Contest of Champions storyline episode, timescales work differently as the Temlins manipulate it. So as far as they're concerned, for any main universe watching this, it's been maybe a month. Maybe.
Oh, I like that scan there. This mission brought to you by Cuba Cola. Cuba Cola, a taste so refreshing it has to be your imagination. I like that.
I also say we have to reach for Reach Soda. I just watched that the Blue Beetle retrospective. It was I enjoy that one.
Would that be flying aboard Oceanic Airlines? You know about that gag, right?
No.
Anytime that anytime in Hollywood that they have an airline that they need to depict as being either royally crap or gets hijacked or something like that, they make it Oceanic so that they don't have to pay royalties and give a bad image to a real airline.
Hence Lost.
Hence Lost and Executive Decision. Anytime Oceanic flies, there's a 1 in 2 chance it ain't gonna land.
Well, maybe they're going to the island from Lost.
It ain't gonna land safely, let me admit that.
I'm with Tara. I believe the island from Lost exists. Patrick Caulfield. So are we going to get a lamp review this April? In all seriousness, I appreciate you make an interesting video on April Fools and not just a troll video. I think the Jim Sterling homage is my fave. I agree with that. I think the Jim Sterling homage came out great, and the Z-bots are awesome.
The only thing I'm going to say in regards to my current plan for April Fool's Day is that I had to change what I was going to do because there's not enough time. I'm really busy with a lot of this stuff and, playing Doom. But my original plan is a lot more in-depth than I was hoping it was going to be. So I'm changing it to something that'll be a lot quicker to put together.
And to answer your question, Captain Avenger, the Cuba Cola joke, that came from the Blue Beetle retrospective.
Well, technically, it came from Young Justice, which people were quick to reference as I was doing it because they wanted to know when I was going to get to that.
Yeah. But Cuba Cola is a fictional soda that was invented by a comic creator to create demand.
For a product that does not actually exist, so he would then create the product. It didn't work out like that, which is why you can buy a Cuba Cola t-shirt.
There was a gag on Comedy Central. I think it was this show. I'm not sure what it was called. I think it was like Crazy Ex-Girlfriend or something like that. But essentially, they did the same thing where they created a commercial for a product that did not exist to create demand. It doesn't work that way. Like, here's the water maker, and they showed a hose. Well, you're not gonna like the hot maker, and it's a frying pan. And then they have the handsome guy mask, and it's a mask of their faces.
I tried to fight it, but it gets in your head. You can't imagine the pain. I was supposed to be their leader. These people trusted me. It wants me to stop you, but I won't.
Rex, you want to go over there and just take the gun from his hand?
I won't.
Yeah.
How are you still alive?
Well, he's not anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, this is
Best
awkward.
German Shepherd. Best German Shepherd.
Forget Cubicola, we need Lugu t-shirts.
Well, we got music starting up. Bullet will solve head pain. Was he even using a bullet? This is the future.
SNL has been making fake commercials because they don't expect to make a product out of it. Like, the whole point is, these are people who are making fake products and hoping to sell it to people, to a marketing company, to make the beverage. And, here's the thing. Ecto Cooler worked because it's an actual real beverage. Thank you, Michael Red. Thank you.
I'm assuming this is the Thorian.
Lou, I got a question. Do you really want a Lugu logo for a t-shirt?
No.
Okay.
Oh.
Whoa!
Wait, that's a plant? This is actually a thing?
Wait, is that the Reapers?
I thought this was a Thorian. Like, is this actually really a plant? Because now I'm just having infinite Vulcan flashbacks.
Yes, thank you.
I need to watch the animated series soon.
No, you don't.
Sir Straw Hat, with all the fictional products going around, I gotta ask, what's a Hamdinger?
Okay, a Hamdinger, I want to say, was a product that the MSFK writing staff was convinced was a real thing, but was not actually a thing. But I'm pretty sure it did exist, just very briefly.
Yeah, I almost read that as Humdinger.
That does not look like any plant I've ever seen. This may be problematic.
Hi, Thorian. Could you, not? Jacob Lerma, there's a Power Rangers comic where Bulk and Skull become Rangers. I am aware.
I want that comic. Gross.
Kind of reminds me of the Flood.
I don't think you're a botanist, Shepard.
Oh, it poops people.
So.
Invaders, your every step is a transgression. 1,000 feelers appraise you as meat, good only to dig or decompose.
I would have gone with high.
Growth as I did for you are within and before the Thorian. It commands that you be in
Well,
awe.
fuck. Well, damn you and your lemonade, lady.
You gave something to Saren. Something I need.
Saren sought knowledge of those who are gone. The old growth listened to flesh for the first time in the long cycle. Trades were made. Then cold ones began killing the flesh that would tend the next cycle. Flesh fairly given. The old growth sees the air you push as lies. It will listen no more.
7 Seraphim 7.
Give
Looked
me
it up.
what I need,
Hammerdingers
and I'll
did
strike
exist. They were
back
tin
the one who
hamburgers.
betrayed you.
No spam.
No more will the Thorian listen to those that scurry. Your lives are short, but have gone on too long. Your blood will feed.
Well, clearly they did not sell like hotcakes.
You must die.
Alright. Okay, green chick is dead.
Oh, we got more zombies coming in.
Why does everything poop zombies and green alien chicks? Spam, spam, spammity spam, 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 wonderful spam. My favorite spam joke is on Hey Arnold. They called it, I believe, Cham, which was like a worse version of spam. And they did the story about like back in World War II, like they had to survive off that alone.
Alright, so, like, do I shoot the Thorian, or there's a node or something like that I saw?
Sir Straw Hat, you must die? Ganon, is that you? Lost News Girl, I believe we're only going till 10, is that correct?
We're only going until 10.
Yep, this regular stream, it's not a Jackbox.
Not a Jackbox, unfortunately. It's not, you know. I love Jackbox streams.
Those are fun. If you've been to the last few Jackbox streams, we had some fun. Also, Freddy Krueger says peace be with you. And also with you.
That hurt it. I can tell. A few more of those and it's in trouble.
I think that was my shirt that I put up together.
My favorite one was I was out of ideas. I can't draw personally, so I was completely out of ideas. I couldn't draw, so I just drew like the outline of a butt with red, and I colored it red, and then I drew like blood splatter coming up from it, just to do something, and that's how Blood Butters Part 4 came about with blood butts.
Ew.
Oh man, there's another one.
Yo, we could have bargained!
Dormammu, I've come to bargain. Where'd you go? Cotton Eye Joe. I have played Fallout. I'm not a big fan because it's very much just the ammo conservation is it's too much work for me. I've played Resident Evil 4 and I was fine with that, but Fallout was just too hard in terms of you don't have enough ammo. Hera, help us.
You got this, Tally!
Nope, she don't. She dead.
They're all dead.
Oh,
Everyone is dead, Dave. Everyone is dead, Dave.
Good job, Meat Shields.
Oh, that was nice. Rex came back just long enough to die again.
I have played Skyrim. Skyrim is my favorite of the Elder Scrolls. I think it's quite a fun game. I just never have time for it.
Okay, the squad revival. It's almost like, yeah, okay, we're back.
No, that didn't happen.
You ever played Star Trek Borg, Zen? I guess not.
No, I haven't. I've played Grand Theft Auto. I love Grand Theft Auto. But I want to play Elite Force now.
Yes, Elite Force is a very good game.
Especially because of Beesman.
Yes, Beesman.
Beesman.
My God. Poor Beesman. He died doing what he did as he lived, being an incredible jerk.
He died as he lived, dead.
I just can't. With Beesman dead, I don't know if I can go on anymore.
Yes, Jesse, Star Trek Borg, the only game where you can kick Q. Yes, that's
Kick Q in the junk.
Yep. Oh man. No, the thing I was thinking about, you know, with the other team just sort of, you know, getting up and shaking it off, is it's one ending that you get, or it's one bad decision that you get on the Borg cube, and Q, as a Borg drone, kind of comes up to you while the team's trying to figure out what the hell you just did, and he's like, I don't know, he's too stupid, never mind, shut it down, and everything just shuts down, the crew comes up and starts striking the set.
I haven't played KOTOR, but I do find it funny that we're now 2 for 2, first Beesman and then Jenkins. Why do all the bad men have to die?
I have played Knights of the Old Republic, but I never got past, I honestly never got past the Talus opener. I just couldn't take you know, basically not being able to run and gun.
There's so much, like, when it comes to these types of games, they take forever to play. For me.
And my patience apparently just did not last. Sir Straw Hat, speaking of Red Dwarf, there's going to be a new installment soon.
Yep.
Is it a new like reboot, or is it going off of?
It's a movie.
I know there was like a movie. Okay.
It's a special thing they're doing. I know it involves. It finally explains the cat people and what happened to them.
Okay. The race of cats.
Yep.
I haven't seen any Red Dwarf. I have seen the Smeghead's guide, or whatever, basically D. Manhagen's guide to Red Dwarf, and I liked it.
You should. It's a very good show.
You should all be watching D. Manhagen. Hail Hagen.
How many clones did that thing poop out?
Well, this is clearly the Clone Saga.
Starfire is awake and wants attention because she's clawing at the thing.
No, kitty, no. Get your own pot pie. No, kitty, it's my pot pie. No, bad kitty, it's a bad kitty.
Alright, where's the last node? Starfire.
Probably on the other side.
Medical station.
medical
Ooh,
station.
we get some.
Patrick Caulfield. Lewis, I looked it up and found there's a Dr. Pepper comic book called The Adventures of Dr. Pepper. Maybe you'll have that Combine Harvester moment after all.
Ah, criminy. we got, can we wear medium armor yet? No, we cannot. I'm gonna save here, though.
Save. Let's find that node. Probably somewhere on your map. Or through that door.
Or through that door.
Yeah, through that door. Daniel Brandt, still working through the madness since courier companies large and small are an essential service. I work for a smaller one and things are slow. You know, as bad as it is right now, at least you have income, at least you have a job. Things are, you know, things are going to be crazy for everybody right now. But us entertainers will survive. I will survive. You will survive. These zombies will not.
They will not. Tally, get up. You big baby, get up. I feel like this should be doing more than it is.
One RPHS fan. What's up, guys? James A. Miles here. Social distancing in the southwestern big house, aka Casa de Grande, AZ. And yo, it's your boy. Social distancing in that house.
Scotty McFly, we will keep an eye out for your super chat.
Probably above you somewhere.
Is YouTube influencer essential?
I think
YouTube,
so, but I'm kind of biased.
In these tough times, I would like to think that I'm essential, but I'm not getting paid. So, either way. Hashtag, please go check out my channel. T-Scream80, Tally needs to stop sleeping on the job.
This is why we don't take you on missions, Tally!
Damn it, Tally, we need to switch back to Garrus, or as I like to call him, Nihilus. Mechanelix. Henrik Henriksen, if you played any of the Metroid games, which boss do you find the most interesting? I have played the Metroid games. Only Metroid Prime 1 and 2. I can't say what I find the most interesting, but I love the games.
You must die.
I have not played any of the Metroid games, so I could not say.
I hear Super Metroid is really good, but right now I've only played Metroid Prime 1 and 2. Metroid Prime 1 is amazing.
Critical mission failure, as opposed to just a regular mission failure.
I mean,
well,
you basically
it's a good thing we
failed the
saved.
mission one way or
Yeah.
another, yeah.
It's a good thing we saved. We have not seen the Cats movie. No, we haven't.
I am not going to see the Cats movie if I can avoid it.
Is that Alyssa Swain?
No?
Okay.
I think so.
Mild mission failure.
Mild mission failure.
I'm gonna switch to the bland mission failure. Thank you.
No, what you don't get here is that your mission here is only mostly failed.
No, he's only mostly dead. You see, there's dead and there's mostly dead, and then there's a ghost and there's a zombie. There's those two states of undead, mostly undead and very undead. And then you have zombie werewolves, and I don't know where they rank.
One orange fist man. This mission sucks. Linkara!
A medium mission failure. I still love that. Partial mission failure.
Oh, I would actually take a partial mission failure. That would still imply some level of success.
But then again, there are Black Lanterns and Deadites, which are semi-mostly undead and semi-undead.
Alright, they're gonna come.
You're probably gonna want to get to the bottom of the ridge.
Ow.
Fishing nailed.
Fishing accomplished.
Ow!
You're poisoned. There's some sort of poison in the air.
Potentially, probably mission failure. Yep.
Critical.
Inferior mission failure.
Semi-quasi... No, you are semi-evil. Quasi-evil. What's hitting him so hard is that I believe that these zombies have poison gas that they're spewing, and that's why everyone's dying so fast.
Oh, I thought it was the poop clones.
Whatever they are.
Curtis says, sorry, haven't been on in ages. You guys staying safe and healthy and quarantined? I'm going crazy trying not to open a booster box of MTG. Okay.
Nice. Also, apparently we're in the Snow-Cola factory right now because there's all these clones.
Yeah, that's right.
Zero armor. If the Justice League were wiped out and you had to recruit villains for a new league, who are your top 5 picks for bad guys who could be heroes? Why would you pick villains? Yeah, you lost me at villains. I'm sorry.
Like, why would I do that? That seems like a bad idea. Easy bake oven clones.
Buy the shirt now, people. Easy bake ovens. They're just like Spider-Man.
Twitch so far has just been Scotty McFly. Are you doing Twitch every Friday? If so, what games are you playing on Twitch? So far, Twitch has just been a one-off experiment, but we're working on it.
Well, probably
the problem.
I got Starfire behind me. Come on.
The problem with Twitch right now is that while I have earned the partner status, he has not, and in order to gain money, he needs to stream. But also, streaming takes time away from the show.
Yep.
So, with that in mind,
I was gonna save every single time, just to save time here.
This is Snow-Cola, the dark side of flavor. Feel the dark side of force. There are tastes of the dark side that some may consider unnatural.
Starfire. Patrick Caulfield, the Dr. Pepper comic is a free comic day comic featuring a time traveler in a top hat and an elephant butterfly for some reason. Given your hatred for Dr. Pepper, I think it is worth looking into. I agree.
But yeah, the Twitch stream went well for Linkara. Like, he got the amount of followers and stuff like that. The problem is you have to stream for 7 consecutive days and have so many consecutive followers. And like, let me put it this way. Well, I am a partner right now. It took me a year to get, and while you guys generously, graciously, we had like 25 people in my first stream. In order to get like monetization upgrades for me, I need like 75 average people for 30 days. It's hard.
Daniel Brandt rebuilt a Lego Avengers Quinjet this evening, and it got me thinking. Which one franchise would you buy on the spot if there were Lego sets for it? Stargate.
Stargate.
Yeah, I would probably buy Stargate. Yeah.
I don't have to think about that. That's a. I guess I don't really buy Legos anymore, mostly because I don't have time to build them.
I would kill for an SGC set.
Sorry. Go ahead.
SKH Video Productions, Unnatural Tastes? What, like Dr. Pepper? By the way, Lewis is alone in his Dr. Pepper hatred. I love the stuff.
I love Dr. Pepper, but I agree with him on Hardee's. I tried it. It sucks.
I agree there, too. Oh, my God, that place is terrible. In fact, they all shut down around here.
And when I say like 7 consecutive days in a 30-day period, so like they don't have to be one after another, but you have to at least have streamed for 7 days, and the stream has to be a decent size and
You must die.
whatnot.
Bill White, just so you know, Shepard or Carter as best leader of the men. I don't know. I'm gonna go with Shepard. Zach Bet 92. Will you ever do an Elseworlds month?
Yep, probably.
I've actually done an Elseworlds month. It just hasn't gone up on my channel yet. For the Disney debate, we did an Elseworlds month where basically Disney movies that were redone by other studios, and it was fun. We saw a Mirror Mirror. It was not fun. But we also saw some really interesting one. We saw Huntsman, Snow White and the Huntsman, which was kind of boring, but Huntsman Winter's War is actually good.
Crap. There we go.
It's not just Hardee's Dr. Pepper mixture. Hardee's in general and their subsidy of Carl's Jr. is awful.
Yeah, when I first visited, I tried out a Hardee's for the first time, and it's basically like a bad version of a McDonald's. Like, it's not tasty, and you can go to a Wendy's. But for those of you who want to see Lewis on Twitch when we eventually do that, the best thing to do is to keep watching the VODs, keep following on his Twitch channel,
Yep.
keep tuning in.
I'll be doing more of it eventually. It's just, I want to get back into a regular rhythm of things. Matthew Ottlinger, how much do we have to make in super chats for GSR and Zenith to sing the entirety of Cats in the original Klingon, or is this better known on Kronos Targs?
Too much.
Too much.
Too much because A, I haven't seen Cats, so I don't know the key, and C+2, I don't know Klingon yet. I'm not that far.
Michael Rhett Zaxby's is freaking amazing, just so you know, and it is real. And Bridget
Is it
Lee,
though?
Bridget Lee says, the game show reviewer, anyone in Texas that doesn't like Dr. Pepper and /or Big Red is shunned to Oklahoma. Right there with you. Big Red and barbacoa is the best ever. And if you have barbecue without Big Red here in Texas, then something's wrong.
And Zach Fett, if you like Mirror Mirror, that's fine. Again, I'm not imposing my opinion on everyone. I just like talking about it. That's why I have a YouTube channel. It's like I like talking about stuff. Speaking of which, new video is up on my main channel, Zed Anime, talking about Food Wars Season 1. Go check it out. Shameless plug. Okay, I'm done.
Bridget Lee, was there more than one? We're in the same city, by the way.
Again?
Yeah, I don't know Klingon either.
All I know is Kapla or something.
Yeah, Kapla.
And Batleth. And
let's see, Kapla, Batleth, Targ. Let me think.
Patrick Caulfield, we're just doing 2 hours, so we're nearly done.
Gach was another one. Patak.
Experience Beige.
Experience Beige.
And here's the thing, I haven't even gotten to that point of Klingon, but I know it because of the reference.
Bridget Lee, there was also one in Leon Valley as far as I know, and that one also closed. So yeah, Carl's Jr., they had their chance, and then they closed. Yes, Stovakor and Grethor. By the way, is anyone else really not happy that the logo for Grethor is just an upside down Klingon Empire logo?
That's stupid. We are
Sally, stop sleeping on the job.
Anti-Grethor.
Sir Straw Hat, I don't know if Carl's Jr. is open where you are, but here in my fair city, it's not. They had their chance and they blew it.
This thing takes forever to kill.
Rip and tear, rip and tear.
You are huge! That means you have huge guts!
one RPHS fan used the Boomba. And
but Lisa don't have a Boomba.
Use the Boomba. I love how Jar Jar took out that entire army by his drunken antics.
Yes.
He took out 5 tanks just by throwing a bomb.
T-Scream 80, exactly what Tinkerer says up there. Carl's Jr. was trying to present itself as a premium burger place without quite making it.
Zach Fett, which DC villain would you like to see reformed for good, regardless of reboots or whatever?
Nothing really comes to mind. Most villains are just straight up villains, and I don't really want them to reform for a variety of reasons.
I like the idea of just a villain being a villain. Like, I like Slade. I love Deathstroke. I think he is good as a villain.
I think Slade has gotten a little overexposed.
He has, but that's because of the Teen Titans series.
And by the way, Arthurus 850, yes, I know the symbol for hell is an upside down pentagram or upside down cross. Then also the symbol for evil Starfleet is an upside down Starfleet Delta, according to Discovery.
Yeah, originally it was just the sword through the thing.
And I would have been perfectly okay with the sword through the Earth, but they had to go and add the upside down Delta.
See, here's the thing.
There, I think we finally killed it.
Flat.
Oh God, another!
Man.
There is another. Your sister.
Or is that the real one?
Okay, it's the original.
I should thank you for releasing me.
Is everything all right? Are you hurt?
I am fine, or I will be, in time. My name is Shiala. I served Matriarch Benezia. When she allied herself with Saren, so did I.
Blam, 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 blam!
Benezia foresaw the influence Saren would have. She joined him to guide him down a gentler path.
I'm reading SKH's Video Productions when this is done here.
It was turned inside out and exploded.
Exploded.
Andrew Mason!
Andrew Mason. Here, take a this one. Throws Batman high school bug.
Are you saying Saren can control minds?
Benezia underestimated Saren, as I did. We came to believe in his cause and his goals. The strength of his influence is troubling.
She tried to manipulate Saren, but in the end, her plan backfired.
Asari matriarchs are among the most intelligent and powerful beings in the
Oh, we can still hear the smoldering.
How could one fall under Saren's control?
Saren has a vessel, an enormous warship unlike anything I've ever seen. He calls it Sovereign. It can dominate the minds of his followers. They become indoctrinated to Saren's will. The process is subtle. It can take days, weeks, but in the end, it is absolute.
The camera angle changes, we lose the and how loud the smoldering is.
He needed my biotics to communicate with the Thorian to learn.
One side is on fire.
Saren offered me in trade. I was sacrificed to secure an alliance between Saren and the
Rick Savs, Justin, Giggity, one RPH fan. Don't forget the sideways Delta, the Federation symbol from Blake 7.
Yep, I wonder if that was intentional.
Saren's pretty quick to betray his own people.
He was quick to betray the Thorian, too. After he had what he wanted, he ordered the Geth to destroy all evidence of its existence. Saren knows you are searching for the conduit. He knows you are following his steps. He attacked the Thorian so you could not gain the cipher.
What's the cipher? And why did Saren
I thought we killed Saren.
The beacon
no, he's still out there.
Gave you visions.
Yeah, he's still
But
being a
the visions
bitch.
are unclear, confusing. They were meant for a Prothean mind. To truly comprehend them, you must think like a Prothean. You must understand their culture, their history, their very existence. The Thorian was here long before the Protheans built this city. It watched and studied them. When they died, it consumed them. They became a part of it.
Enough mystic crap as an option. What's mystic about any of this? It's just like telepathic stuff.
Stop with your mystic bullshit, Yoda.
So the Thorian taught Saren to think like a Prothean. How?
The cipher is the very essence of being a Prothean. It cannot be described or explained. It would be like describing color to a creature without eyes. To understand, you must have access to endemic ancestral memory. A viewpoint spanning thousands of Prothean generations. I sensed this ancestral memory, the cipher, when I melded with the Thorian. Our identities merged, our minds intertwined. Such knowledge cannot be taught. It simply exists.
I need the cipher.
There is a way. I can transfer the knowledge from my mind to yours, as I did with Saren.
Yeah, sorry, mind meld.
Try to relax, Commander. Slow, deep breaths. Let go of your physical
mind
shell.
to your mind.
Reach out to grasp the threads that bind us.
And stop thinking about porn, I can sense it.
Action sends ripples across the galaxy.
One RHBS fan, but good at both, said I am.
Another mind to live. Each emotion must mark another's spirit.
So Rex is just standing here nearby, okay with all this.
I'm just along for the killing.
Open yourself to the universe, Commander. Embrace eternity.
No shit.
So, this is how Protheans think, huh?
That'd be my guess.
We are planets. Depressed thought.
Who's dripping flesh on my graphics card? Oh, that was weird.
I have given you the cipher, just as it was given to Saren. The ancestral memories of the Protheans are part of you now.
What was that? Commander Shepard, are you alright?
I'm okay. Your hair's not red like mine is.
I feel like a rainbow.
I feel like a rainbow.
She messed up my mind.
I saw something. It still didn't make any sense.
You have been given a great gift. The experience of an entire people. It will take time for your mind to process this.
Processing.
You look a little unsteady, Commander. Perhaps you should return to the Normandy.
This is Shepard's expression.
There was no other way. You needed the cipher.
That's uneasy. Apparently a blank stare.
Dull surprise.
Dull surprise.
Dull surprise.
One RPH fan. Either that or it's a 9 Inch Nails video.
Now that you're free of the Thorian, what are you planning to do next?
If you allow it, I would like to stay here with the colonists. They have suffered greatly, and I played a role in their suffering. I would like to make amends.
The colonists will need all the help they can get. They'll be happy to have you on their side.
Will they, though?
May fortune smile upon you.
They might be a little miffed.
You did it. With the Thorian gone, we can start rebuilding for ourselves again. And
yeah, we're pretty awesome.
Threats.
We did a good thing here. We did great.
Thank you.
This is fine.
This is good. Have you guys ever seen Event Horizon?
All in all, a 100% successful trip.
Sir, we lost Mr. River. All in all, 100% successful trip. So, should we be talking to people or should we just get out of here? Mario, oh, you shot Exogeny guy? Yeah, dude was threatening to kill everybody.
I almost feel like going to that guy there and be like, dude, there's a big fire rat behind you, you know.
Can we talk to the dead guy?
Lineman for the county. Alright, so should we, like, go back to the ship or should we be talking to people? I think we should just leave.
Yeah.
We're already past the point where we should be.
You keep preparing. Why all the preparing? Just go.
Just go.
One RHBS fan did a good lucha thing. Okay, where the hell am I going?
Oh, we have a lot of subquests.
I don't care about subquests. I just want to get the hell out of here.
Yeah, I don't know the way.
We have been on this planet for far too long.
We've been on this planet for like 3 or 4 sessions.
At least 2. I don't know about 3, but at least 2.
At least 2, yeah. Let's get back to the Normandy so that way we can just say, you know what, we're good.
We saved it. These guys have got this. Greta, you got this? Good for you.
Do you need anything from me? Can I have some of that Asari mind sex? No.
No, you're good. Yeah.
It melts your brain good.
It's kind of Hellraiser-y.
Hello, Kana. Kana is my little scrammy baby. She is the cat that will learn how to henshin. I will teach her how to henshin.
I can hear her screaming.
There's the boat.
Andrew Mason, why all the repairing? I could explain, but can't it wait for a bit? I'm in the middle of some calibrations.
The ice planet, what is it, cold?
All in all, good job, guys.
Shore party.
Oh, hello, Kitty.
Commander,
Kitty said hi.
Oh,
look
we got story.
pale. Are you suffering any ill effects from the cipher?
Are you feeling any ill effects from the cipher? Well, duh!
Don't worry, I'm feeling perfectly Krubus.
There's nothing Krubus with me.
And yes, she is named after the Dragon Maid character.
I was just brain probed!
The cipher shook me up a bit.
I might be able to help you. I am an expert on the Protheans. If I join my consciousness to yours, maybe we can make some sense of it.
We just keep having Asari mind melts.
Do it. Hurry. We don't have much time.
Anyway, let's open ourselves to the universe and stuff.
Commander. Embrace eternity.
What are HPS fan? Ice Planet Zero? So anyway, remember that stuff from a few minutes ago? Here it is again.
Hellraiser, again.
Woo!
I will help you understand by mind-fucking you again.
I sense you wish to drive a Mako.
Incredible. All this time, all my research, yet I never dreamed. I am sorry. The images were so vivid. I never imagined the experience would be so intense.
7 Star from 7. If you don't call the council, you can't hang up on them.
Good point.
What you have been through, what you have seen, would have destroyed a lesser mind.
Did you see anything?
Yeah, my mind is pretty awesome.
The beacon on Eden Prime must have been badly damaged.
Well, I know why I'm
Large
special.
parts of the vision are missing.
Kana,
The data transfer
you're
to
biting
the
me.
commander's mind
You're biting
is
me.
incomplete.
Biting. What do we say about biting and kicking?
You must have seen something.
I was able to interpret the data relayed through your vision. What was there, at least. But something was missing.
SKH's Video Productions, forget Spock's brain, Shepard's brain needs help.
Maybe he found another
Brain
way.
and brain, what is
If you
brain?
can find the missing data from your vision,
You'll
I
get
can-
there.
I can...
Oh, we got story stuff coming here.
I am sorry. The joining is exhausting. I should go to the medical.
Was it
ward
good for
and
you
lie
too?
down for a moment.
I need a cigarette. What are
What
HPS
RP?
fan? Cool, I just saw Trent Reznor. Didn't tire me out. I'm awesome.
We're done here. Dismissed.
I've sent off the Pharos report, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the council?
Ooh. On one hand, like I say, talk to the council, then hang up on them.
Do it multiple times.
Yeah, we'll talk real quick.
Patch him through.
Let's talk to them and just
Setting
hang
up
up
the
a
link
few
now, Commander.
times.
Commander, Exogeny should have told us about the Thorian. It would have made your job much easier.
You might have been able to capture it for study instead of destroying it.
The Thorian liked to enslave minds. Anyone who studied it would have ended up as one of its thralls.
Perhaps it's for the best then. At least the colony was saved.
Of course it was saved. Shepard would go to any lengths to help a human colony.
Disconnect.
Oh. I really want to disconnect for that bullcrap. Oh, of course you would save a human colony. Why would I not?
Goodbye, counselor.
Oh, lost the connection, ma'am.
Click. Oops.
And then call them up again if you can. I would just keep calling them. Hey guys, you hung up on me. No, I didn't disconnect.
No, I didn't. Connections out here is really bad. I think there's another Thort click. These are the hard choices for Linkara.
Do it. Do it. Kill him. Disconnect the phone.
Alright, it is 10:13, so it is time for us to call it a night. Starfire desperately wants my attention. So now I will give her the attention of not only myself, but all of you out there. Hey, Starfire, say hi to the people.
Meanwhile, Kana keeps biting me and licking my hand because she is a silly bab.
Alright, I'm gonna let you go, Starfire, and I'm gonna let you all go. Thank you for joining us for another Mass Effect stream. We'll be back next week with more and possibly more opportunities to hang up on the council. I want to say thank you to Zenith and thank you to the Game Show Reviewer for joining me.
As always, it was a pleasure.
Likewise.
We'll be back for more of this stuff and whatnots.
Thank you for having us.
All these stuff and things. One our HPS fans. Good night, everybody. Good night. Come back on Monday for Athena number 4. Time for some bad comics again.
Athena's butt number 4?
Pretty much, yeah.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Stay safe, stay indoors, quarantine, yada yada.
Watch out for snakes.